Are we good? Is it going?
Never.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Ah,
Are we live?
I think I'm lost. Are we
in a
on the
cave.
internet?
We're heckin' live. Whoa. What's the internet? What's that? I've never heard of it.
Never met him.
Oh shit. We
What?
I failed. I failed in my duties.
What?
Shit.
The title is wrong. Hang on.
The
Title is wrong?
title is Hang On? That doesn't seem right.
Give me just a second here. It is not Chapter 11 Risk.
Uh-oh.
It is Chapter 12 Creation.
Give me that
F up.
time. Hell yeah.
Let me know
Consider
when-
it changed.
It's changed?
Yeah.
All right. It'll update at some point, I'm sure.
Hooray!
I can confirm that the title has been properly updated, and now with that, we can begin waiting for the puny humans on the other side of the globe to begin watching.
How is everybody?
Oh, you know, vibing. My day's been pretty chill. I got my Eat a bag in the mail. It's a cute froggy bag, and I put some pins on it. And then I was watching some Golden Girls, and then I heckin' ate dinner, and now I'm here, and I spent some time with my family too. It was a pretty chill day. Very nice.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a
That
good day.
sounds awesome.
I may or
Hell
may not
yeah.
have woken up maybe
Whoa.
5 hours ago.
There's a RWBY Productions in the chat?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, shit. Whoa, I've always wanted to meet the RWBY Productions.
It's true. I'm right here.
Tell me.
First name Groovy, last name Productions.
Yeah.
Tell me, how can I become a YouTube channel?
It's the woman behind the curtain.
Well, first you need the staff of creation.
Oh! Oh god!
Oh.
No!
Never.
No!
What? That's crazy. What's
Please,
that?
no.
Never
My
heard
dream,
of it.
too, has always been to become a YouTube channel.
Oh
And
my
now
God.
you can. Just ask the Blue Genie. What?
I have some interesting thoughts that are not related to how the genie operated, but specifically about its name. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get to a lot of places. There's some fun stuff to talk about, especially with the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
That was fun.
There's some stuff that happens in the first 5 minutes.
Oh
That was
yeah.
awesome, man. I liked it.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the last 5 minutes too, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the episodes are really just giving us some stuff to talk about.
That was weird.
Hmm.
Stream just went all weird. I don't know if it was just me.
Shh.
Like,
You didn't
Oh,
say
yeah, I thought
anything.
How dare you?
Studio mode may or may not have been turned off for this broadcast.
Yeah, I guess should we hop right into it, or do we want to take our obligatory 2 to 3 minutes to complain about something?
I'd like to complain.
So?
I would like to complain that Funimation keeps announcing new dubs for new shows that aren't the Quintessential Quintuplets.
I agree.
You
That is
really
a
want a Quintessential Quintuplets dub?
Yes, I do, because that's so. I should clarify. I am watching Quintuplets subbed.
Yes.
But I'm watching it with Katie and another friend in dub, and there's stuff that I want them to see that's happening that they can't see because we've been watching it dubbed. So I want them to dub it already so we can watch it.
I am also really wanting it to be dubbed so that we can all watch it. Because I miss it. I miss the dub. I miss watching the dub with you.
All right, but let's get to the real question at hand. Who do you root for?
Nino.
Nino?
Yeah.
No spoilies.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I just said who I'm rooting for. I didn't say why.
Good.
I mean, they're all very good girls.
They're
They're
good
all
girls.
very good girls. I think if I had to pick, it would probably... I think at the moment, it's probably between either Miku or Nino.
Those are those currently in the lead at the moment.
Yeah. But well, I mean, like, there's, I mean, it's a harem. They're all into him, but
At least they're not trying to force themselves on
hey,
him.
no,
like
don't
in
you
every
don't
other
you
anime.
sigh, don't you sigh like that, Forrest. Quintuplets is great.
I will sigh the way I want
Don't
to
you
sigh, thank
disrespect quintuplets.
Oh my god.
You have no room to talk. You enjoyed Rent a Girlfriend, all right? And quintuplets is like 3 times the show Rent a Girlfriend is.
Oh my god. Savage. Destroy the man.
It is a terrible show, but
Oh, it's so bad.
better than it really has any reason to be. Like, there's no way it should be as good as it is.
Yeah, I know.
And quintuplets is that threefold.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Wait,
great.
what's like? What? There are 2 in. Goddamn.
Yeah, threefold. Wouldn't it be fourfold?
Yeah. Well, there are 5 in quintuplets, so either Brian did his math wrong, or we're missing waifu number 6, and who the fuck is that?
Uesagi.
Also, guys, there's something really important that we haven't done yet. We haven't celebrated National Pie Day.
Oh shit! It is
Oh,
National
right.
Pie Day.
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen,
Pie Day.
3.1415967. Did I get that right?
I remember at least
14159.
3.141596. I remember that at least.
It's
I hope you're all eating
3.141592654 approximately.
92654.
I believe so.
Oh, okay. I was wrong.
So was I. But
Oh,
if you're feeling sad about that, or sad about the lack of numbers in pie we can recite, please feel free to go to your local bakery and purchase a pie, or more likely these days, have one delivered straight to your door from DoorDash or Uber Eats. Pick your poison.
oh, we got somebody from California. Hey, also hi from California.
Also, hi.
All of us are from California except
Except
for
Katie.
Katie.
I'm from Alabama, you losers.
Hey, we come from the Golden State.
Hey, how much is your rent there?
I don't pay rent.
We don't talk about that, Katie.
Oh, I'm winning because it's cheap here.
But we get to be
Also,
fruitful
these
rich
days-
people.
These days we're more the Golden State because we're
Look, I
constantly
mean,
on
there's a-
fire, but you know.
I mean, look. Look, there's a reason why the rent is cheap over there, though, Katie. Incest, just saying.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oof.
You got me there.
woo.
How did you know my one weakness?
Incest is your weakness?
Brian, are you reading the manga for Domestic Girlfriend?
Not yet.
Are you wanting to?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting how your thoughts on
Hey, they're not blood related, all right?
Oh my God.
That's the
excuse they use in every harem anime.
Oh no, not everyone.
Nope. Fucking
Well,
Narumanga
okay.
Sensei exists.
you know that meme where it's like there's 2 hands that are shaking and it has 2 things on the side that they agree on? It's Alabama and weebs, and in the middle it's like incest question mark? Because that's what anime does, is they keep slipping in incest, and it's like, could you stop?
Could you maybe
God.
just tone it down a notch?
Tone it down! Get out of here!
Okay, but like in Domestic Girlfriend, it makes for some real good drama,
It's
though.
pretty dramatic, but it's terrible. I mean,
Fucking,
the
if we're
author
going to
didn't
be
even do it.
together, we need to die.
That is
Apparently.
dark.
I mean, as an Alabamian, I will say that is the truth. That is exactly how you would have to.
Really, if you enter into an incestuous relationship, you walk off into the ocean and drown together.
Yes.
That's how that works.
Yes.
Gotcha. So I had no idea Domestic Girlfriend was so accurate.
Yeah, it's based in Alabama, actually.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Do you think we should talk about RWBY?
Well, now that we've spoken in anonymity where nobody can find out who we are or who to blame, we should now probably introduce ourselves.
Yes. Hello, what is up, guys? My name is Brian. I am the head of the audio department here at RWBY Productions, and I am also the voice of Neptune in RWBY Aburged. And today, with me I have
Your fellow co-host and admin for the RWBY Productions public Discord server. Hi, my name is Ian. You may know me as Ventress in the server. If you're having any issues whatsoever, please feel free to let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you address them. But in the meantime, I'm currently running the technical side of the podcast in the background, while Forrest is contemplating another fire in California. How's it going for you, man?
Oh, you know, it's all right. It's good here.
What's it like to be burned to the ground on a regular basis?
Gary?
Warm.
I think that's the right answer. Warm is the
Warm.
right answer. That is
Warm, not
slightly
hot.
No, just warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, really warm. Yeah.
Really warm,
yeah,
but it's hard pressed to call it hot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I'm apparently. I mean, I'm not the only person from California here, guys. Like,
The person who asked the question is from California.
Yeah, guys,
Fair,
how's the weather
fair.
in your hot place?
actually,
It's really nice right now.
Yeah.
No, really,
fine.
it's pretty great.
Yeah.
And we're all in 3 different parts of California, and it's all pretty great right now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Heck
I'm here
yeah.
to talk about RWBY. How about the rest of you guys?
Heck yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Katie. I'm heckin' Connie Day, Kaniday on the internet. I've done cosplay stuff over the years. I am a voice actress, and you can find me on Twitter, Kaniday official, where I talk about voice acting and I retweet memes. And today I'm gonna heckin' talk about RWBY. But I also wanted to say that me and my friend Jordan, who goes by Jaxblade on the internet, we had a beautiful live stream of our final episode of our podcast that we did on his channel. If you were there, thank you for coming. And if you weren't, no worries. We're going to be re-uploading it to the Weird Flex But Okay podcast YouTube, so that every episode will be archived, and it'll be beautiful and fun. And it was a beautiful journey, but now I'm here on this podcast to talk about Penny.
And what the heck happened this episode?
Yeah, we're here to talk about Penny today.
Some stuff happened. So
much happened.
all right. So, I guess we'll start out in the obligatory place. Hey guys, did you know that in order to watch this episode that we're about to talk about legally, you need to have a Rooster Teeth First account? Because you do. And if you are a Rooster Teeth First member and you've seen the episode already, great! You are in the right place. If you haven't seen the episode yet and you care about spoilers, this might not be the place for you, because spoilers. We're going to talk about
The spoilers.
We're going to go through the episode point by point. So,
Not spoilers.
As is our
Not-
vice.
We'll see you in a week.
yep, it'll be
Sayonara.
archived. All right, so today, without further ado, we are talking about RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 12, Creation.
Woo.
And, yeah, so the episode starts out, and the team is going to meet Ironwood. And Ironwood is just kind of sitting there chilling, waiting for Penny while casually a bomb is being loaded into a ship.
Things.
You know, just casual, right? Yeah, as you do.
Casual bomb loading. Yep.
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 I mean,
And
it's something to note that he's having droids load that bomb instead of actual people.
yeah, I mean, it's probably safer that way. You don't want Jimmy dropping it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does
Bill
really
from
care for
accounting.
human
Bill
life.
from accounting.
Bill from accounting would drop it.
Bill from accounting doesn't lift. Um,
Oh.
Also, we see Ironwood in these moments holding a giant gun with both of his normal
Yeah, he's got a new
revolvers
gun.
I think it's like
attached
a
to it.
combination. I think it's a combination of his two guns.
It's
Oh
his
my
guns
God.
are both on the sides of it because you can see it, but
So
there's no mechanism attaching them there. It's like they're like strapped in.
well,
There's
it's like
nothing holding them there.
I love how RWBY logic, because the RWBY logic has always been it's also a gun, but even the guns are also
also
a bigger
guns.
gun.
Yeah.
It wasn't enough gun for it, He just
Yeah.
needed more gun.
And I really respect that, honestly.
Yeah.
Just, dude, man, if I could just see the gun model on the side of it with no particular attachment to the rest of the weapon, it kind of makes me question things.
So Harriet is also there with the other Aesops, and she reminds the other Aesops, hey, you guys, if those kids try anything, we're gonna put them down. We're gonna shoot them in the face.
Dude,
They
Harriet's
deserve it.
out for blood today.
Right? She's just like, she's not happy, man. She's not a happy camper.
Could say
And
she's gone full Ironwood in this. She's like, all right, we're shooting kids in the face. All right, cool. Where
I'm
do I
down.
sign
Let's
up?
go. Is it kids season? I'm down.
Is it open season? Oh god.
Open season.
I mean, it was definitely open season the moment Ironwood opened fire on Oscar.
Yup.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of the season right there.
Of the kid. Well,
Season.
Of the kid hunting season, yes.
yeah, specifically
Yeah.
the kid hunting season. He did already off one of the council members, like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So-
Well, adult hunting season is year round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's any time.
You don't need a special
So
license
there's
for that.
rabbit season, there's duck season, there's kid season. Good to know.
Good to know. Yeah,
I think Harriet might have issues with Wabbit season.
Well, I guess Harriet hasn't seen Space Jam. Oh well.
So, Crow and Robin are in the hangar, taking out the robot people who are loading up the bomb. And Ironwood hears about this, and he sends the Aesops to intervene. So they're gonna go fight Crow and Robin, but Winter stays behind with Ironwood to meet Penny.
Mm-hmm.
The old divide and conquer.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so Winter starts trying to talk with Ironwood, and he's like, yo, shut up, bitch. You're not gonna try to change my mind, are you? She's like, nah. Can't be done.
Nah. I'm
I mean,
fully
fair.
on board. Totally.
Yes.
This is definitely what you want to hear from your military leaders. Don't try to change my mind. It's already made up. Don't
Yeah.
tell me any more facts. I'm already decided. Like, yeah, that's good. That's
That's a good place to be.
Yes.
It's a great place.
Or just in general, when you hear people say, don't tell me facts, red flag.
Red flag.
Where have I heard that before? I don't know. I must be forgetting something.
Yeah.
I think Ironwood is operating on an alternate set of facts.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's prudent. Or well, not prudent. That's a great way to call it, at least.
So
Penny shows up.
yeah, Penny arrives,
And he does
supposedly.
indeed. Yeah.
But yeah, and Ironwood's like, you've done the right thing, Penny. And it's Emerald. She's like, I have.
Surprise!
It feels weird.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was so fun. And I loved how relieved Ironwood looked. Like, wow, I can't believe this is working. And Winter just fucking yeets him.
But I want to, okay, but here's, so they start fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because and all the rest of the kids arrive. But here's my one little critique of this scene. If that wasn't Penny, if that was Emerald the whole time, how the fuck did she fly down to Ironwood?
Well, Brian, you gotta remember, this is how I explain it. That wasn't actually her flying down. She probably walked up, but she created the illusion that
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That makes
That's
sense. That makes
just
sense.
the same way she could make the others invisible.
visible. Yeah.
That's how I
fair.
got that.
That's fair. Okay,
That at least
that
made
makes sense. I
sense.
understand how that I understand how that makes sense now. Okay. So, let's see, where am I in my notes? Oh yeah. So Winter joins the fight
Although, hold on,
against
I
Iron
wanna
Not
stay
on
on
the
that
side.
one more second.
Okay.
I do like the idea though of them just yeeting Emerald out of a window.
That'll be fine. Have a landing
Work on your
strategy.
landing strategy.
Oh my god.
Like, we gotta make it look like you're flying. Trust me, this will work.
This will work. Trust me. Yeah. Oh,
Sorry,
Uh.
go ahead. I just needed to say that.
Well, what follows is a reevaluation of Ironwood's top 10 animated portrayals right there.
Yeah.
He doesn't even get a lot of time to think about it. He's flat on his ass very quickly.
Oh my
Yup.
god, it's great.
Yeah. They were too much. I think I really liked the Winter Nora team up where she like boosts Nora's hammer ability and then she just thwacks him in the face.
Dude, and like that fucking shot, I think it was like Winter and Oscar, like with the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
ice. Oh my god.
Oscar's he's got to build up that kinetic energy again, you know.
Of course.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking I can't remember. There's a character in one of those fighting games that has like a bow staff or something. I can't remember. Oh god, I'm trying to remember the name of the game. But like that character was like the most OP motherfucker because all somebody had to do was spam the like poke button.
Are we talking
With
Soul
the-
Calibur? I think it might
Yes,
be.
it was Soul Calibur. It was Soul Calibur. Thank you. And like all that somebody had to do was just spam that poke button. And for most of the other characters, at least that I played, the recovery time for the animation of all the other characters was too long in comparison to the animation for the poke, so they could just spam the poke button over and over and over again until you died. And that's effectively what Oscar was doing.
Death by 1,000 pokes.
Yep.
What a goddamn strategy. What a king.
Hey, don't you know the person with the cane is always the best fighter?
It's true.
So
Top 10 anime tropes.
We yeah. We do see because we're sort of split, right, between them taking down Ironwood and then Crow and Robin dealing with the Aesops. That thing that we've really been wanting Marrow to use this whole time, like at the start of a fight, he does it.
Yeah, he does.
He does the thing.
He got wise.
Which
And we saw
effectively establishes that there's really no reason why he wouldn't use that at the start of a fight.
Yeah, really.
Look, he just had to learn that, you know?
Yeah.
He
It's
is
a
a
learning
literal,
process.
He's a literal walking showstopper if he wants to be.
It's true.
So, we also we got to talk about the big like slow-mo anime strike that Winter
yeah.
does.
Oh, that was
She tries to
great.
go full Adam from the Black trailer almost.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like it came off to me. I mean, like I don't want to tear down the fight too much, but I will say that point was it was somewhat of a low point in the fight for me, honestly, because it really came off like that moment came off like we're doing this because anime, not because like it was built up to. If you watch any other anime that does that kind of thing, because it is definitely a like visual anime trope to do that sort of like big finishing move type deal, but usually it's like very carefully built up to, so that when that moment hits, you're like, oh, catharsis.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I didn't really feel like that. It was just like
Just kind of happened.
it just kind of happened.
It
Okay.
it didn't
Mm.
quite have the impact they were going for. Like, it looked visually
Yeah.
cool, but it didn't have the build up, the catharsis, or I'm trying to find the right
that's
word,
fair.
but it just wasn't quite right.
That's fair. There could have been a
Mhm.
little more build up.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I
a
don't know.
nitpick, but yeah.
Yeah,
because it
I
was
mean-
still really, that fight was pretty fun and badass. But yeah, if there's anything to pick out, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would just say I mean I didn't mind necessarily the lack of buildup on it. I just don't like her strike Winter's like attack. It goes, the screen flashes all cool like, but I didn't
Mhm.
really see the animation. To me, didn't like look like she cut him. She just kind of like ran past him and then he exploded in light.
Well, that's the anime
That's
thing.
the anime thing, yeah.
That is the trope.
what
Yeah.
happens in anime. It's,
That is
it's-
the trope, yes.
Have you not seen that before? It's awesome.
I mean, like, oh, like she didn't even move. Like she already was so fast, it wasn't caught.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
like
there's
it's like the
there's a
thing
delay
where
reaction.
like somebody will like fly past another person, you hear the sound, and the other person just standing there for a second, and then just geyser of blood a moment
Yeah,
later.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
awesome.
I get it, but it just wasn't. It wasn't fast enough, or it didn't. I don't know. It didn't work for me quite that way. But
Yeah,
It did not
I
quite
think that there
deliver.
was maybe like I think that there's probably some visual composition thing that could have been done a little bit better with it to make it like.
But we know what they were going for.
But the thing is like, yeah, well, you know what they were going for. I guess it's just weird because I feel like they have done that exact trope better in the past with Adam.
he also like broke the color palette, and like everything goes all
Yeah,
cel
I mean,
shaded
that's-
and like.
I mean, that's also that's also an anime trope, which is
Yeah,
to
yeah.
break the color palette during that move.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which they kind of. I mean, they kind of did that. They didn't go quite as hard on it. Like it wasn't quite the same, but it was the same kind of effect they were going for. So.
Yeah. But yeah,
Anyways.
it's not like it was bad. It was just like, oh, I see what you were going for, and it didn't quite hit. Yeah.
Which,
But otherwise, I thought it was a pretty good fight. Short,
Yeah.
but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
what that fight
Hey.
is followed by is an explanation of the holy shit moment we've just had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
why did Winter turn on him? Oh, spoilers.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see here. Yeah, so, also, there's like the Aesops and Crow and Crow and Robin stop fighting, and I don't remember why.
Or they still stayed?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think
There's like a
we
moment where there's like or maybe it's just a down moment where they're like, yeah, we don't want to fight you, and I guess maybe Harriet is like, yeah, fucking too bad.
I
But
just think we got an update on their location. I don't think we got their current status, did we? Like, I thought they just kind of paused there, like, here's where they are. Did they get back to that later?
they show some stuff a little bit later, and I think they're like still fighting, but
Oh, yeah, they
Um,
do get back to that before the end of the episode.
yeah. And so then Winter tells the kids to move to phase 2, and that's when we get a flashback to the plan.
Yeah.
Welcome to
So-
Ocean's 11.
It
So
all went down.
here's the plan, guys. All right, are you listening?
Yes.
They want to try and use the Staff of Creation to save Penny, as well as everyone in Atlas and Mantle. Now, we're going to put a pin in that, because we're going to have a lot to say about that later, I'm sure.
Oh, we will.
But that is the plan. And so, freaking Winter gets a message from Weiss. Excuse me, other way around. Weiss gets a message from Winter. And then we get another flashback to
Winter and Marrow.
And I was right. It was them in the it was them in the elevator.
Yeah, it was the simplest answer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you guys that it doesn't really make any sense that Crow and Robin would lower their weapons upon seeing them.
Yeah, like I mean,
Yeah.
I could certainly expect like a what, and then maybe if Winter, and then we're like, whoa, hold on, listen, like
Hold on, we're swapping sides.
Yeah,
yeah. Which I'm
don't
sure
shoot.
they probably got to off screen, but yeah, I think a better reaction that Crow and Robin could have had would be like a confused, like alarmed raising of weapons.
Yeah.
Like tensing up and aiming their weapon like
tensing
more.
up, but maybe being stopped. Like maybe like he could have been like, "Stay, we're on your side."
Yeah. Now that we've established he can use the stay power to start with.
Yeah. Right? It's like fucking like they would be screwed. Right? They're like the door opens, they're like, "Oh shit," and Meryl's just like, "Stay." Oh.
As far as pretty OP powers, I mean, I think Pocket Dimension Lamb Girl is still up there as like overpowered like abilities we haven't seen really used much, but his stay ability is pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So, all right, here's a bit more information on the plan, because then we get to another flashback with RWBY and Weiss and all of them in the Schnee Manor conference room, talking about what to do. And so their plan is where do I have my notes? It's here someplace. Okay. So they plan to use the staff to teleport people away from Atlas and Mantle. However, of course, if they remove the staff, Atlas falls. It'll fall slowly thanks to its natural gravity dust, but it'll fall nonetheless.
That's a new part of the equation that we haven't been told about yet.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. It's not just going to immediately drop out of the sky when they take the staff and do something else with it, right?
Right, yeah.
It has a little bit of power to stay airborne, but...
Yeah, and Penny is still also going to self-terminate as soon as they open the vault.
Yeah.
So
they haven't figured out how to give her an antiviral. They could have just, probably talked to her dad, who's like, "Oh yeah, just like install Norton or whatever." Like, it's
fine.
Oh my god.
Install Norton. You actually she doesn't already have Windows security.
Can't be giving away our abridged jokes like that for no.
Oh my god.
That would be the perfect joke to make.
That would, like just better IT. And we've already established they're real bad at IT in this universe.
They just don't even need to fix Penny at all. They just like get her into the Schnee Manor, and they're just like, "What do we do?" And fucking Oscar, someone's like, "Let's just install Norton."
Just come on, guys.
Like 5 minutes later, Penny's fine.
RWBY is just a giant ad for Norton Security.
Oh my god.
Oh man, product placement.
Penny wakes up and she's like, could I interest you people in a VPN?
Oh god.
Yes.
NordVPN.
NordVPN. Protect your data.
Watch that.
Like, God damn it! There was malware with the security software.
What is malware?
This is why you don't use Avast. You use Norton.
But no longer, because I am a real girl.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So much trouble could have just been saved.
Yep. So
placement.
Yeah, so now the other issue is that the spirit in the staff he's a touchy one. He's sneaky, right? Because he's a genie.
He's a genie, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna do weird things. Like you tell them one thing, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll do that thing, but not the way you wanted to. You know.
Yeah.
That's the curse of using Jin,
Yep.
which is
Yeah,
like the plural term for genies. Actually,
this is
they're
true.
supposed
Jin.
to actually be called Jin. There's a whole race thing, but that's for another time.
Yeah, never mind that we have this like race of magical creatures that they've trapped in like odd artifacts of power and stuff. Like, let's just not even touch on that. They literally are like chained and stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Don't think too hard about it.
They are chained. That's kind of fucked up.
I mean, it's the whole
no
genie aesthetic thing, you know. But
that is the genie aesthetic, but also we don't know how the fuck they came
I
to
never-
be in their current condition in the first place.
I can't believe I never really thought about that.
it's probably something to do with those dragon gods, you know. They were like, hey, let's make a race of blue spirit people that we put in these like objects and
And chain them to serve as whoever should use them for all eternity.
and give them no clothes, but like some chains maybe.
Yeah.
That'll be fine.
That'll be great.
So
I do like real quick. I do like when is it Ozpin? Does he switch to Ozpin to tell
He
him
does.
this? I feel like
yeah, he does.
when Ozpin's like, oh, but I haven't even told you about him, and Yang is immediately like, who? Wait, are you doing Ozpin? We talked about this. We talked about the secret keeping thing. You're not doing the thing we told you not to do anymore, right? He's like, well, hang on. It's just the genie in the lamp. That's all I'm talking about. It hasn't been relevant until just now.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, so basically he's like he needs really, really specific instructions. The more specific the better.
Blueprints.
So you need blueprints in order for him to build anything.
This is where I have my minor nitpick before I get to my major nitpick. Can anybody remember what this guy's name is? I can't.
Ambrosius something.
Ambrosius, I want to say.
Ambrosius. Okay, so there are actual several names for calling Jin of a certain kind. Jin being usually the general term for genies, because we've bastardized the word over hundreds, maybe thousands of years. Jin is supposed to be the general term. There are several other names for like different races of Jin. One of them is the Fire Jin, which I would have expected to be here, called Ifrit. Like, you go with Ambrosius when there's like the Merid and the Ifrit and other types of Jin out there, and you go for Ambrosius.
That you don't like the name Ambrosius? I mean, I think it's a cool name. Maybe they use the other name for another genie. I don't know.
We'll meet Ifrit later. That's the one in Vacuole.
Maybe it'll be Ifrit later, but it just seemed like a perfect opportunity to use some of the classic names for some of these Jin, and just kind of seeing it pass by you. Like, you've used the general name for the lamp, because it's the classic, the genie in the lamp. But then you have a second opportunity and you called them Ambrosius?
Well, I think it's worth maybe dissecting that a little bit and trying to see, okay, well, why did they go with Ambrosia is the food of the gods in Greek mythology, right?
That is true.
It's a cool name. Like,
and I think I was trying to think why they chose that, right?
Yeah, I just don't get it.
I think my thought on it maybe is that because ambrosia is like it's a sort of a nebulous food item. It's not like, oh, it's a hamburger. The gods are like hamburgers. Like, no, it'll like it's some sort of solid form. There's nectar and there's ambrosia. Nectar is the drink, ambrosia is the food. But it, at least in the, I'm taking this admittedly from the Percy Jackson School of Greek mythology. I'm pretty sure this is also true in classical Greek mythology, though, where it sort of tastes like whatever you want it to taste like. Like it sort of has, it takes on the characteristic of whatever food you most appreciate.
Which you're most accustomed to if you've read Percy Jackson.
Right. Which I think maybe what they're going for in the, like, he's the genie of creation. He does, like, makes whatever you want him to create. So
Yeah.
in that sense, he's kind of like Ambrosia. I don't know.
Like, of the nitpicks, I think it's a cool name.
Yeah, no, it's a cool name. I'm just like, usually there's like a lot of meaning behind things they do, so I'm trying to like, what are they doing here? Why?
Yeah, I think there's a few directions,
I-
maybe. I mean, based on the conversation. Yeah,
There,
I
I,
think
I do
it's
believe
good.
that there is a meaning and that it is somewhat deep. It just feels like a wasted opportunity. Now we can get to the actual nitpicks of what the fuck they ask him to do.
All right, so, uh, yeah, after they have this conversation, they go to the vault using the hole that Oscar made when he fell through Atlas.
Oh yeah, remember that part?
I like the fact that I actually really liked, like, they probably didn't have time to do maintenance, so they could use that hole as a plot point. I like
Yep.
that.
Yeah, that was
That's
a good
great.
callback.
Yeah, that was really good.
So they quickly get in and they grab the staff.
Yep.
And they get the
And we got a
spirit
cool door.
Ambrosius to help Penny.
Yeah,
Also, we learned that he isn't allowed to bring people back from the dead. That's very important. So sorry, everybody who was hoping that he maybe could bring Pyrrha back. I don't know if there were people who were hoping that. There were probably people who were hoping that. Sorry.
I mean, like,
look,
they could have asked him to make a husk of her body, but there would have been no aura or soul attached. Sorry.
Yeah, which I thought it was really good how they got the timing on it, because they knew as soon as the vault opened, Penny would want to self-destruct, and they knew that time would freeze when you summon the genie, or at least they hoped it would work for all of the artifacts. So that was really cool how she zoops and it like does the time freeze thing, like just as they kind of planned for. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, I didn't think about that because I was like, why did they leave? They like all went in there and they left Penny out there, like having a mental breakdown, kind of like she's, her virus is starting up. I'm like, oh right, it pauses time. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, all right, I guess this is where we get into some of the finer details of what they ask him to do. So,
yeah.
first things first.
I do just want to say real quick on that last point. That was totally an Aladdin reference, right? The not bringing people back from the dead thing.
Is it?
Well, I mean,
maybe. I mean, I feel like it's a smart plot point.
I mean, yes, but that's
it's
also
a
why
general
that's why they did it in Aladdin
thing
too. But...
in most genie stories, but like the genie stuff is supposed to. There is a reference to Aladdin stuff, so yeah, if you want to interpret it as Aladdin, that's but it's mostly like a genie thing in general. I think.
The general genie thing. All right. Fair enough.
So, let's see.
So Blue Hunky Man.
Yeah, Blue Hunky Man. So we learned a couple things. And I had now this scene overall. I told you guys before we went live. I had to watch this scene like 3 times over in order to try to understand what was happening.
It's pretty confusing.
It
doesn't even make sense.
Whatever he makes ceases to exist once he makes something else. So that is the limitation of his power. In the case of Jin, it's you get 3 questions every 100 years. In this case, you can tell him to do whatever the hell you want him to do at any time, but whatever the last thing you asked him to do is, that'll disappear. That's the limitation. And so they can't just ask him to fix Penny, because then when they ask him to do something else, she'll just disappear. So
RWBY figures out a clever way around that.
She figures out a way around that. And so they ask him to make a copy of her using her existing robot parts. Okay, let's talk about that.
Or was the direct quote using her existing robot parts?
The direct quote was to make a copy of her using her existing robot parts.
Okay.
Yep.
So, this is where I started to get kind of confused. So, if he makes a copy of her, won't that copy just disappear?
Well, yes. If
Yeah.
once he makes something else, the copy will disappear, right?
Right.
No, if he's making, he's copying it. So the original, thing. Oh God, I only watched it once.
No, no. See, that's the thing. What we understand is that anything he makes, it will disappear uh, once they ask him to do something different, right? So if they're asking him to copy something, that doesn't affect the original thing because the original thing still exists. It's the new thing that he's making that's subject to the rules of his magic, I guess. Right? So now, and so they say, we want you to use her existing robot parts to make this copy, right? And wait, hold on.
Basically, we need to
See,
go
this
through
is
the
really
laws.
Yeah,
confusing.
it's very confusing.
Let's start with the basic rules of alchemy from Full Metal Alchemist: deconstruction and reconstruction.
Yes.
As I understood it, it was take her apart, put her back together. I don't
Right.
know how they got to the part where I assume we could talk about the fact that she has like a living flesh body somehow. I don't know
Right.
how that appeared.
So okay, so here's what okay. I think I understand. So he made a copy of Penny using her exact same robot parts. So they moved the existing Penny's body over with the
Oh,
with
I like
everything intact.
Mr. Anderson and Mr. Oates in the chat. I like their description.
Without the aura, but he couldn't destroy the aura because he can't destroy, so he had to make a body for when. Okay, but still, he created a body for Penny. Does that body not disappear?
Yeah, see, that's
okay,
the.
hold on. I think. Okay, I could be totally wrong. I think what I'm reading here is what they wanted him to build is what would be destroyed because he's building a body out of robot parts, but he wants to leave. But they wanted him to leave the part of her that's real behind, her soul and all that stuff. So it would
Right.
destroy the robot
Right.
body and give her in term, or and it would manifest what she originally is, a person, and that would just become that. So in terms of where the skin came from, I don't know if that necessarily explains that, but that would explain why her soul and stuff and her wouldn't be destroyed, but all the robot stuff would.
Right. So,
Right.
but
So the
they
only thing.
asked him to
So here's the
essentially
only thing that I
separate
can
her
think.
soul and her robot part.
Okay, you're both
Right,
talking.
but
I'm not getting anything from you.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, no. Forrest is right. So that's kind of what I was thinking was that they effectively asked him to separate her soul from her robot body.
Yeah.
Right. And here's the problem that I have with that. For something that they're supposed to be really careful with their wording on, that's not copying. Right? That's separating. If he were to make a copy of Penny that would then disappear, one would think that that would include soul and all.
Well, but if he made so if he made a copy.
Well, they said a copy of the
her
robot
robot parts.
body, not of Penny. A copy of the robot body.
So, with all this discussion,
they said, hang on, no, I don't think that's correct. They said they want to make a copy of Penny using her existing robot parts.
Okay.
Right, so make a copy of her that is all of the robot parts, that also includes all the hardware, the virus is also included in that. Make a copy of that, but not copy over.
So I think what happened was they did copy over the soul, and that new copy of the soul died with the body. But they used the existing robot parts, which just left Penny's soul behind. and somehow Penny's soul manifested a real body on its own?
Yeah,
'Cause
where
he-
the skin came from, I am a little more confused.
Yeah, the past I think 5 to 10 minutes of discussion have proved a singular point that they could not write in an apt description for what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
Like,
okay, so like when they
they did not
when they
explain this
say
right.
because I'm like going back to the episode here. They say okay, do this copying thing, and he's like, but wait, wouldn't that leave if I copy over all of her robot parts and I make that's just going to leave essentially they're asking him to separate her robot parts from her soul. He says that's just going to leave her soul without a body to inhabit. What is that even going to do? And then Ruby says, I guess you'll just have to get creative, which sort of implies that he's the one who made the flesh body that her soul is then inhabiting.
Yeah, because
Which
somebody
is-
said that he potentially there was a loophole. They forced him to create a body that he couldn't disappear because that would kill her, which is a rule he can't break.
So okay, so hold on. So he can't but wait, that makes no sense though, because he destroys everything he makes when he makes a new thing.
He
Yeah,
couldn't copy or make a new soul, and he can't kill like living, breathing things. Maybe.
It's
but that loophole is never addressed if that's the case. They never said,
Yeah.
"Oh, wait, I can't kill living things, so once I make a living thing for this soul to inhabit, it's that's done. I
Well, he
can't
didn't
destroy
make
that."
a soul.
I think
He
it's
left
because
the soul
of his
behind, but he made a new robot.
Well, but
it's weird.
he made some sort like where did the flesh body come from? Where did the new Penny come from that
We
her
have
soul
no
now
explanation.
inhabits? Right? I think he made that, but for some reason that wasn't destroyed when he went to go make the new thing that we'll get to. Like the robot body breaks down and dies,
Right in
I
front of him.
guess because actually does the robot body with the virus installed in it die because he goes to make a new thing, or does it die because it no longer has a soul and the only thing inside it is the virus that says self-terminate?
latter.
I think
Yeah,
no,
the
I think
virus.
it dies because he makes a new thing, because it doesn't disappear until after they make uh the portals.
In either case,
Yeah.
Does it?
The virus,
Yeah.
the virus took over and like killed her, to where she's like plopped there, but then like it disappeared when the portals were made.
Yeah.
yeah, just
Okay. So somehow the copy that is all robot parts died because it didn't have a soul, and it eventually disappeared because he made something else. But the original robot parts from which he copied became not robots?
No. So no. So they wanted him to make a copy of Penny using her existing robot parts, which is why it's really weird that they used the word copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all they did was
Maybe-
move her robot part. All he did was really separate her robot parts and her soul.
But that implies that
And it
once
built
separated, her soul just
Yeah.
made a body. Which I don't think
Yes.
is what
That-
happened. I think he made the body.
I think
Yeah.
Ambrosius made the body, but I have no idea what the implications for that are going to be.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna just have to agree on here is it made a robot body, and that's what, was destroyed because that is what he created, and it left the soul behind because that is what Penny truly is, and the body somehow manifested a soul, and there is a bit of a not explanation there that even Ruby and them were like, we're not sure what will happen, so we can only hope that we will get maybe a little bit of a conversation about her body later, but I think that's the only thing we can really, be
Yeah.
at right now.
It's
And
we
it
can't
all
really, we can't dissect that any further at this time.
Yeah, and I think what we did learn, as Ian said, was that this entire process was very poorly explained in the writing.
it's also all the more sad because this is one of those moments where you want to go, "Oh snap, they thought this through. This is amazing. I can't believe I didn't think of this myself." But it
Man.
wasn't that. It wasn't that
Man.
moment. It was the moment where
It might
everybody
be.
stopped putting popcorn in their mouth and said, "Huh? Can we go back
Yeah.
and watch that again?"
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's. I'll have to think about it more because I feel like they worked hard at trying to make it so there was a sensible explanation. I'm just like, I just don't understand what that explanation is.
The
I mean,
one
there's
thing,
going to be a portion of it that is like magic, and and you're not going to be able to fully
well,
like
no.
100%.
It goes beyond that, Katie, because it's fine to have magic, but you have to have rules for your magic, and
No,
they
yeah.
established rules that they have seemingly broken for their magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
So
they'd
we're just
gone
gonna
and they'd
have to
said, "Oh,
wait.
he can't destroy a living thing," then I'd be like, "Okay, cool." Like they
Yeah.
found that's the loophole, right?
That one
Yeah,
line
because the
would have
only
done
question I really have is where
Mhm.
did the skin come from, and hopefully we'll get an answer. But
Yeah.
we can move on from there.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
to the other thing he
To
creates.
the other thing we will
Yeah.
complain about for another 20 minutes.
I mean, if you thought that making a whole human body for a robot girl was impressive, hold your popcorn.
They are holding their popcorn because they didn't understand what just happened.
So, uh, yeah. So after they make after they have the new penny, um, it's finished and Atlas starts to fall. We also have so Jean accidentally goes live to Atlas and Mantle. They tell the citizens that Atlas is falling, and then communications go down for some reason.
Which will probably be
I'm
explained
guessing
next
Ironwood had a
episode.
hand in that.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Not
know.
Ironwood.
I don't think so. No, because
No?
Winter puts Ironwood in a cell,
Oh, that's right.
That was
Ooh.
Watts
and
to me.
That was Watts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right. That's the
uh,
other.
yeah, and so and Winter tells Jacques that she'll move both Ironwood and Jacques once they're done, and not to thank her because it was Weiss's idea.
Which I like the implication there. Winter's like, I was just gonna let you die, but
Yeah.
Honestly, she can still forget.
Mm-hmm.
Be like,
she can say, "Whoops."
she can say
Whoops.
he was already dead by the time I got there. He was probably crushed by the impact. Sorry.
God. I knew I was forgetting something. It was my toothbrush and Ironwood and my dad.
Oh my
My
god.
dad.
Ah, I feel
Whoops.
really bad about the
Clumsy me.
toothbrush.
Yeah. I really like that toothbrush.
It
Yeah.
had like 3 different speed settings.
Damn. What a damn. That must have been expensive.
Uh,
But
It
it seems the
was.
chat and
Ah.
well, we in the chat both agree that it's Watts. It's got to be Watts.
Yeah.
And what will
Yeah.
probably
No,
be explained next episode because we're probably going to be getting the here's what the villains were doing while this was going down next episode.
Because we know, because they hacked into that robot's eyeball, they somehow overheard this conversation between Ruby and Ironwood. So they know kind of what's going down. So, and now the staff of creation is out of the vault.
Yes. So, hey, Penny appears to be a real girl now.
Yeah.
Robot Penny dies. Penny hugs everyone and is like, "Whoa, hugs are great." And then
I always feel like this.
and then they have Ambrosius make a bunch of portals to take people to Vacuo. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
They're like, okay, so here's the plan. We want you to make one interdimensional doorway here, or like I guess in Vacuo, one interdimensional exit in Vacuo, and a bunch of interdimensional entrances here in like various places around Atlas and Mantle, and then connect them all with some sort of hub kind of thing. And he's like, "Well, you gotta show me schematics on that. I don't know how to build that." And they're like, "Here you go. Here's some blueprints for our interdimensional transit hub."
Well, no,
And
no,
he's
no.
like, "Oh, very interesting. Yeah, yeah."
No. They didn't hand over blueprints to an interdimensional transit hub. They handed over blueprints to the city of Atlas and Mantle.
All right, fair enough. I'm being a little facetious.
Yeah.
What they said was, you know, this place, like the place where you live, here, this whole like out of time and space realm, just make one of those. Just make another of those, and it'll be fine. And use that as the hub, right? Which does kind of make sense.
That does.
Yeah,
make a
I mean,
lot of
like
sense.
Lamb Girl has pocket dimensions, so it seems like something that he would be able to do.
We've established the multiverse at this point. We've established alternate dimensions.
I thought that part of the plan was the idea was ingenious. The execution kind of, huh? What?
So the thing that confused me about that was I figured like, oh, so what they do is there's a like he makes a bunch of portals in all these different locations that lead to this central location, and then everybody walks through that central location to a singular portal that goes to a singular exit in Vacuo.
Yes,
that's
exactly
what I thought.
That's exactly what he did.
But I don't think that is what he did, though, because he said that I believe what he said was that you walk into the central location and then you turn around and you walk back through the portal, and that takes you to Vacuo.
There's a moment in there where you walk in and there's a bunch of these other smaller doors leading towards an almost bigger circle in the center, almost like
right,
a plaza.
which is what
I think it was
which is
just
what I thought.
Because if you were to just turn around and walk out, that would make all of the pathways unnecessary entirely.
I know, but I'm pretty sure that's what he said is how it works.
I don't think so, because I think we see I forget their name. One of Robin's crew like pokes.
No, it's during that thing that he's giving the explanation. Hang on, let me.
I can't watch the episode myself right now because I've got the stream going. But if somebody could double.
No, there is definitely. The layout of it is definitely a bunch of little doors with a bunch of little pathways leading to a big platform with a big glowy door. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the exit to Vacuo.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that appears to be the exit to Vacuo. But, let's see. Oh, cool. So the closed captions, they're not actually
they don't
the subtitles.
So I can't look them up either.
Wait, okay. People enter from Atlas and Mantle on one side. Okay. And leave on the other. Wait. Hang on. What does that say?
So that makes sense because he's talking about it as if
and leave on the other side with a one-way ticket to Vacuo. Yeah. Okay. I guess it just confused me because she just like turned around and walked back through. So I guess she was just going back to tell everybody it was cool.
Yeah, trying to confirm that it's safe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a scouting mission, is what that was.
Okay, there's just the timing of that with the dialogue was a bit confusing.
Okay. I'm a little confused. I mean, I'm not because it's cool, and they preface it later with some very ominous things. But like, okay, why did it have to be a bunch of like spindly pathways in the ether? Like, why couldn't it just been a big box?
Because they did not specify what kind of terrain it would be for this central-ish plaza out of time and space area.
Yeah,
they had no reference
for that. It's got to be cheeky somehow.
Yeah,
the genie's got to put a way for it to backfire somehow.
Oh yeah, which that ominous line at the very end where he's like, "Don't fall off. Mm-hmm. It'll be very bad if you fall off."
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. Like, okay.
Totally, no one's gonna die that way. Cinder fall.
Who were we speculating? Who's going off? Because somebody's obviously going off the edge, right? They don't. That's a Chekhov's gun moment. They're not gonna mention that if that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Votes. Who's going off?
Cinderfall.
Cinderfall falls.
Yep.
Totally.
I could see it. I mean, we've been speculating this entire time that Cinder dies this season.
Yeah.
Cinder
what about
dies, maybe she gives the powers to Emerald in that moment.
Ooh.
Or maybe there's contention. Actually, here's even better. She gives it to RWBY in that moment. And let me explain why that's even more tension. Because it will prove in that moment that in Cinder's last moments, she still hated RWBY more than she loved Emerald.
Oof.
I don't think that'll happen though. I think
that's rough,
I like the Emerald theory more.
I like that. I like it either way.
And I like the
what is
fact that
fitting, what is more tension?
it doesn't necessarily indicate that Cinder would love Emerald or feel nothing, but like it would leave this open-ended thing of like, wow, in her last moment she thought of Emerald. Did she think of her with regret? Did she think of
Forever.
her with love? Did she think of her with
Mhm.
sorrow? Like,
Ooh,
I
interesting.
kind of like that idea.
Yeah. So I don't know. I personally found the portal thing. I feel like that made more sense than the penny thing.
Yeah, that at least I
Yeah, I agree.
understood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have some interesting questions on how like his ability works. Like he can create things. Does he always need like a reference for what he's doing, or is he just able? Because that looked more like magic than it did creation, and I was almost thinking his would be a bit more technological in nature, which was not quite what I expected.
Well, I mean, he's a magic genie, so.
I guess. And it is like a magical staff of creation, so I guess I should have tempered my expectations in that regard.
Kind of sci-fi. It's got like
Yeah.
spinny metal sphere things in the background.
Okay, what's next on the docket?
What is next on the docket? That's it. That's the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for next time.
Yeah.
Someone gonna fall off.
Mm-hmm. But like, can we talk about that nuts and bolts though? With that
I'm
hug.
sorry, but Nuts and Dolts is officially dead.
Wow.
You're
Oh
right.
shit!
She's
You're
not
right.
dolts or nuts. Or...
There's no nuts or dolts. I mean, there's a few dolts, but
There's a few
Yeah.
Dolts, but there's no nuts involved. You're gonna have to come up with a new
wow.
ship
Okay.
name.
We need a new ship name. Oh my god, the RWBY community must be up in arms.
I was about to be like, oh well, there might be nuts, but then I remembered Penny's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Brian.
There might have been that particular thing attached, but no, she is officially a
I'm-
girl now.
I mean, we don't
She's a
know.
real
The
girl.
genie could have gotten real creative with it.
Yeah.
Oh god, let's
Oh my god, no. I'm Googling right now, and the only two ship
Let's
names
not
that
go
I
there.
see are Nuts and Dolts and Mechanical Rose, and both of those are
Are you?
also
I'm sorry,
female.
Forrest. Are you implying Futanari?
I believe that was a show don't tell moment, but yes.
Wow.
I don't know what I'm implying, but sure.
Oh, that's right. You're not a degenerate like the rest of us.
I don't
True.
speak so much of the Japanese, unfortunately, but
Nani?
I mean, what rhymes with bolts or what rhyme? I guess adults, nuts, bolts. Yeah, what
Oh
rhymes with
god,
nuts?
guys,
That's
we
like
need to come up with gingerbread. That is cute, but
Gingerbread, I like that. I'm
gingerbread
still
is
a
kind
White
of
Rose
cute.
fan, but I will at least say that's a good name.
I
Gingerbread is
think
kind of
Nuts and
adorable.
Dolts has officially taken over White Rose for me.
Yeah, I agree. Because I'm a white knight mother.
Ugh, no.
I'm a white knight fan, motherfucker.
Black Sun.
White knight.
Well, I mean, we all know Black Sun is dead.
I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I
the
know.
trash.
yeah.
I know.
Man, Nuts and Dolts. Gingerbread is really cute. I really want to see the RWBY community come up with like a different name for them.
Guns and Roses.
Guns and Roses.
Hey, that's pretty good actually.
Wait, does that exist?
Actually, here's a good question. How is Penny gonna fight now? Like, she's got the maiden powers, but she can't exactly use her blades anymore.
True.
I mean, she's only got the maiden power. It's only like, one of the most powerful magical forces on the planet. I mean,
but that's limited in use. It's not like she's got her normal weapons of choice to go in concert with that.
You know what?
That's
I'm
true.
seeing people say like klutz and dolts, and well, that's cute. I can't get gingerbread out of my head. I love it too much.
Yeah, gingerbread is really good.
RWBY loves cookies. Like she's ginger. She loves cookies. It's really perfect. Bravo, Kyle Perkins, bravo.
Yeah, it's growing on me. That's pretty good.
I love it. Wait, is that our Kyle? Is that Annika's Kyle?
I have no idea.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, I heard Perkins. And I was like, wait. Oh my god. Bravo. That is wonderful. Well, Heck, y'all, I think we did it.
I think we did. I think we did it. I think we did a heckin' podcast, guys.
What?
We're early.
We are. I mean,
What?
it helped. It helped that this episode had a lot of. There's like some fight stuff going on, so like that sort of shortens it a little bit.
They
but
sated my thirst for the moment.
for the moment, well, I feel like your thirst is going to be very properly stated. Your thirst is going to be stated in the next episode because there's going to be some more fighting.
There will be. Let's see. So we've got 2 episodes left. Do we?
Is it 2 or is it 1?
I thought we had 14. I could
No,
be
it's
wrong.
14. We got
14,
2 episodes
okay.
left.
So we've got like next week, the week after, which will be the finale, which will be a really long episode, and then a post for the entire season, I think. And I think that'll be it for this season of RWBY.
Do you think that we're gonna get Cinder's death next episode or the final episode?
Ooh, I think it might be a cliffhanger for the end of next episode.
Yeah, you're
Finalized
right.
at the start of the final episode.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get Cinder's death dragged into 2 episodes, and I think it's gonna be these next ones. Like, because the only thing left to really do here is like we need an Emerald Cinder confrontation, and I think we're well on our way.
Yeah.
Here's what I think. Because everybody's going through the portals right now, right? So there's not much of a reason to stick around in Atlas. At least not that I can see for these next 2 episodes. So I think we're going to see Vacuo very, very soon.
Yeah.
And I'm predicting that before this season is finished, we're going to see Sun and Neptune.
Are you?
I hope
do you
so.
think that the exit portal for all of these this interdimensional space is just gonna be out in the middle of the desert where we saw them standing that one time?
Oh
just
my
like,
god!
What
Yes!
the heck are you doing here?
I love it. The heck? Oh my god! Please.
God, that would be fantastic.
So
I do feel like it would be in our genie man's best interest to like put it out in the middle of the desert where everybody would fucking die.
Hey, you didn't say where in Vacuo.
Yeah, they did not set an end destination, which was what. Which, in hindsight, it's like you really should have thought about an end point.
Also, I have to point out too that if we don't see Sun and Neptune by the end of this season, we might wind up actually seeing Team Coffee instead.
Yeah, we haven't seen Team Coffee since season 3.
Because No, we haven't. And Team Coffee is in Vacuo.
Are they?
Yes.
When did we last hear about their whereabouts? Where do we know that from?
I don't know if it was in the show proper that they said that they were going to Vacuo, but for anybody who's read After the Fall,
which I have
you know that they're in Vacuo.
Okay.
And that they're just kind of dicking around there.
I could do
and
it.
After the Fall is
again.
Yeah, and After the Fall is supposedly canon.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, Team Coffee is pretty awesome. They had like that amazing entrance in Volume 2, and then like
Coffee. Green tea.
Okay, so what next season
Were you just saying? I'm sorry. Were you just saying coffee like honey from Promised Neverland?
No, I was doing the meme. Coffee, green tea.
Oh.
You remember the 2 little girls that are trying to say it in English?
No, what is that from?
You're the one that showed me. It's the girls like green tea, coffee, green tea.
I don't remember this. Are you sure I was the one that showed it to you?
Yeah, you showed it to us in the chat. You showed us a remix of it.
What?
I'm so determined. Hold on.
We'll find the post.
I don't think it was me.
Here, I'm gonna send it to you privately, and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Send it right here.
Did I? I absolutely did not send this.
Oh, you
Okay.
sent a different version of this video, but the scene with the coffee and green tea. We'll talk about this later. It's in our
I've
private
never
chat.
seen this in my life, Katie.
Yes, you have! Oh my god. You chat,
Okay.
he is a liar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time that we gave the good people their lives back because we've been holding their attention for the past 75 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
I disagree. I think we should take the next 15 minutes that we have yet to use to talk about how great Quintuplets is.
Oh my.
Okay.
Without spoiling it for
How
Katie.
about
We'll talk about why Nina is the best girl, and we'll fight anybody who disagrees.
Are you Team Nino?
Yes, I am Team Nino.
Hell yeah.
A recent convert, might I add, but a convert nonetheless.
Oh my god.
God damn. Katie, what's your favorite show this season?
Oh my god, there's so many to choose from. Oh god. I'm trying to think. Honestly, ReZero and Akudama Drive, the dub.
Okay, but
Yeah.
Akudama Drive isn't technically this season. We've just been watching it this season.
Well, the dub's been coming out this season.
What? Yeah, that's not how the seasons work.
Well, that's my answer. Heck you.
well, loophole?
No,
We're in a
it's
circle. Okay.
Pick something other than Akudama Drive.
How could you stifle me? I'm really loving ReZero because when I think about the shows that I'm like, every time I'm just like, yes, I'm so excited. It's this day. It was Akudama Drive and ReZero and Horimiya. I really like Horimiya.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying Horimiya right now. I think that one's probably. Oh no, I'm sorry, I take it back. I mean, like I am enjoying Horimiya, but I just remembered that Wonder Egg Priority exists.
True. We do need to catch up on that.
And Wonder Egg Priority is my top for this season, honestly.
I've actually been ensorcelled by Mushoku Tensei.
Yeah. Myself and another friend have been watching Mushoku Tensei, and it's good. It's really, really interesting. It's really pretty. I love the world building in it. The main character sucks.
Oh, he's a
Brian,
douche. You make
Brian,
the
I have a
character look like a
confession.
saint.
You have a confession?
Yes, I've been looking through our private chats and I found out who sent the video. It was Cole.
See? I told you!
He did send it to our private chat though, so you could have seen it.
But
My
I
friend.
didn't, though, did I?
You didn't.
Damn it!
And you accused me!
You win this round. It was Cole. And for everybody at home, Cole is our voice of Crow. And he sent this really dumb meme. to
Bro,
our
oh,
private
well,
chat.
they might know him better as Jean.
Oh, as Jean as well.
Yeah.
Well, I will admit when I'm wrong. And Gingerbread is my new ship. White Knight and Gingerbread.
Forrest, have you been watching any of the rest of ReZero?
I haven't actually. I did not remember it was.
You should do that.
I should catch up on that. I definitely need to do that. I've been watching. It's pretty basic. I've been watching. Promise Neverland and Attack on Titan.
Oh, have you now? You've
Oh,
been watching
God.
Promised Neverland season 2?
Yeah.
I haven't
remember
been
you
able to
telling
make
me.
myself watch either of those.
I mean, Attack on Titan's.
Oh, Attack on Titan's been great.
It's been great. It's been very good.
I'm gonna binge it.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know how they're gonna end it. It's got like two
I don't know
episodes
how
left
they've
or
got like
something,
2 episodes to end it off now, and I'm like, how?
I mean, a great big punch up, obviously, but
Yeah.
and the last episode was so much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it was the one that
I'm not.
No, I know. I'm
the
up
one
to date on
with
Attack on-
with the dinner.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That was the most wild episode.
Yeah, that one. That was like, that went from like 0 to 60 so fast.
I mean, there was
especially the end where like I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a certain character that shows up and he shows up like so fast and you're like, whoa, what?
just sort of saunters in off screen, just like, oh, so now, oh, what, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's like they did the same thing with the reveal. It's like they did the exact same thing with that they did with the reveal of who the Colossal Titan and the Armored Titan are. Like,
yeah, just kind of very nonchalant. There was no way that restaurant scene or that dinner scene was gonna end well. Like from the word go, that was going real bad.
yeah. Also, I mean, just like, oh God, why am I spacing her name? What's the girl's name?
The one from Marley.
Yeah, the one from Marley.
Gabby.
Gabby, yeah. Gabby is a problem.
You think?
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, so for
Yes.
anybody who's not watching Attack on Titan, what are you doing?
Yeah.
preparing
It's
to
ridiculous.
Busy
watch
watching all
Godzilla
the
versus
other
Kong is
anime,
what I'm
Brian.
Sorry, what was that, Katie?
I'm busy watching all of this other goddamn anime with you guys. That's what I'm doing.
That's fair. That's fair,
We're
but
watching so much anime.
I know I can't tell you, like, I've enjoyed this season a lot. I'm really looking forward to it being done.
I'm
Because
looking forward to it being done.
Because if you think you're watching a lot of anime, Katie, that combined with what we're watching, combined with what we're watching with Izzy and all the stuff that I'm watching on my own, I'm watching almost twice that, and I'm exhausted.
That's on you, man. I'm watching the exact amount of anime that I should be watching and reading One Piece.
Well, hey,
Wow.
next season's gonna be pretty great for all of us kaiju fans because Godzilla's getting an anime. So like
Hell
right
yeah.
after you go see Godzilla vs Kong on your HBO Max subscription, the next day you can walk in onto your HBO Max queue and see Godzilla Singular Point. Actually, Crunchyroll. Ugh. So that's gonna be fun for me.
Get all your Godzilla needs right here.
Look,
Mhm.
if I don't get to see a giant monster punch the shit out of another giant monster, my life is not complete. And now I get to see it on a week-to-week basis.
Well, you
That's
guys,
pretty
I'm
good.
heckin' hungry and I want to go get a snacko.
What?
Oh yeah.
Hunger?
Fine.
Dinner
All right.
time. What is this?
This is bullshit. All right. I guess we will end the podcast here. Go watch Attack on Titan. Go watch Wonder Egg Priority. Go watch ReZero. Go watch the Quintessential Quintuplets.
Horimiya.
Go watch all of the things that are coming out right now because
Ooh,
there's so much good stuff.
Skate the Infinity and Horimiya are my two favorites.
Ooh, Skate the
Skate the
Infinity has been
Infinity.
really good. Yeah.
Really, really sad when it turned out this week was a recap episode.
And if you guys haven't seen it from last season, if you haven't seen Akudama Drive,
Oh yeah,
what the fuck are you doing? Go watch Akudama Drive.
it's true.
Alright.
Do it.
Alright,
Watch
I'm
the
raiding
dub.
in this parade.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you all next week. Boy!
Bye bye.
Hashtag gingerbread.